What's up, guys? Guardian Graft, and we are back. And so anyway, we're doing another zoo, and I have my slave right back there, and currently he is AFK. But so anyway, today we're doing the ostriches. So yeah, different exhibit. Most of you have been doing some like a little bit of North American animals, like bison, bighorn sheep, flamingos. Those are North American, I do believe. They're different places, but I think they mainly are in North America. And then beavers, stuff like that. I plan on doing a little bit more, but I just wanted to change it up a little bit and add in like an African savanna area animal. I'm dumb, I can't speak, but animal, and it is the ostrich. So yeah, so I plan on destroying some of the wall back there, so that way you get a above ground view and like a kind of like a little bit more of an above ground view, and then kind of like a little bit of a middle view. And by the looks of it, it looks like he is back, but he can't speak because it's against his constitutional rights. So anyway, we need to go ahead and actually build the walls for this. But so my plan for building the walls is a different design. Usually I build like here, well, it's kind of a different design, but not really. But so pretty much I'm gonna be using these walls right here, and then I'm gonna have this up above the walls. And I'm doing this right here, just adding a little bit of like just a little bit of depth to it. And then on top of this, I'm gonna add in a pressure plate, and then the glass panes. And so yeah, that's pretty much the wall design. And then we're gonna be terraforming with coarse dirt path and sand, and then obviously grass as well. And I need to give the slave that. All right, slave, go ahead and get some grass because yeah, because you kind of need that. And yeah, so let me just go ahead and do this. We're gonna terraform, and yeah, we'll be right back. All right, so now the exhibit is fully complete. Well, not really complete, just the walls and all that of the exhibit. So ta-da. It's not bad. It's not bad. I still gotta get like the hedging and like put some hedges over here, some decorations. But we'll worry about that later. But so went ahead and just cleared this all out over here, added some plants up here, and made it look a little bit nicer. And I don't know, I just did that there just for a little bit of aesthetics, just for like the background, just kind of adding a little bit of flair or whatever up there. And so yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I could have used grass paths, but I didn't because it'd be way too. Because if I only place like a couple, like just spread them out, it's very dark, so I'd have to put like large groups, and then I can't really put any type of grass or anything on that. So yeah, that's why I didn't do that. But I did add in little granite patches just because I think it kind of looks a little bit like dry dirt some. So yeah. But anyway, so now it's time to go ahead and get to work. So first off, we got to go ahead and get a water source in. And we kind of, I don't really know where to completely put it, because we got to like, I'm thinking maybe within right up and over there, because it has like probably the most amount of room for a water source. So yeah, I'm just going to dig that out really fast. I don't want it to be too much of a large water source because these out here are ostriches. They need a good bit of room to move around in and all that. So probably a little watering hole about this size, and then I probably need to surround it in probably podzol to go for like a dirt look. So you know what to do. Come on. I hate you. So anyway, when you go ahead and get this water filled in, and there's like a bug flying around my face right now, so very annoying. But so just got fill in all the water, and there we go. And then add in the seagrass right here in the middle, like so. And then we're done with that, and we're not done with any of that yet. Well, I am done with that right there as well. So now I need to go ahead and get some sugarcane in. I just like to add in the sugarcane because it adds like kind of like a I don't know, like it just kind of adds in this good vibe or something to exhibits. I don't know what it is about it, but it kind of just adds in a vibe. Let me just destroy this one just to leave it a little bit more open. Maybe just take this one right here. Rocks. I would like to try and get the rocks to kind of fill up the granite some, because the since I can't really put any grass or anything on the granite, it'd just be a lot easier just kind of cover it up with some like rock or something like that. Just that way it looks a little bit less like it looks a little bit less like there's grass there if I just like cover it up with bushes and all sorts of little stones and all that. So I'm gonna try and keep some of this well, not some, but I'm gonna try to keep most of the rocks on the on this granite. I'm gonna obviously put some on other places. It's just that I like to mainly try to keep it on granite, just that way it's kind of a little bit more, just adding more grass. I swear, I keep on talking about something I've already stated before, and it's kind of a habit. I don't know. And there we go. So we got the little like rocks and all that in the exhibit. So now I'm actually done with this, and then I can go ahead and get the bone meal out, and let me just move this down to there. So now it's time for the tree. The trees, I would like to as well keep on the dirt, because I'd like to, well, on the granite and dirt as well. I'd like to keep most of the grass, you know, like, cause you can't really put it on granite, so I'd like to try and keep most of it a little bit more, most of the decorations that aren't grass on granite and all that, but, you know, I don't want to obviously put all of them on that, because then it wouldn't really look completely right. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of mix and match it a little bit. So I'm trying to also make this a little bit vertical. Like, just I'm trying to add in some sort of switch to it, just to kind of make it a little bit different. So some about like this here. So I want to add in like maybe one dead savanna tree, because I think it would look really well in this area I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to go for a little bit of a Badlands area, but not really completely a Badlands area. It's just mainly supposed to be something that kind of like a drawed up area. I guess that'd be Badlands, right? I don't know.
Okay, so you're gonna find something very disturbing. Let's just say that whenever blocks are floating like this, there's a little gap between them.
No, there's not, Brownie. It just looks that way because the pixels are so small. But if you look close enough and get right up to your screen, you can see there's a tiny little pixel right there. Because they connect by like literally the edge of the smallest of pixels, probably. The corners are squares, so that means it's just like the tiniest tip. It barely touches, pretty much. Alright, so now all the trees are done. I added the one dead tree and then two alive trees. And what's annoying about this is that Alright, I'm gonna redo. Ah, crap. Okay. I want to redo this tree really fast, because I just don't like how, like, you literally cannot even see the branches. And that's because I didn't build the branches up that high. I literally just made them one block high, and just now realized that there was probably a mistake, considering that you can literally not even see the branch, that there's even branches in this tree. So I mean, just kind of build this up one higher, so about like that there. Alright, and there, now it's fixed, so I can go ahead and get rid of that, and there we go. So the acacia tree is now, the acacia trees are pretty much completely done, and now it's time to move on with other stuff. So I want to go ahead and do some hay bales really fast, because, you know, these are your ostriches. They do nest, they have nest and all that. It's just that their nests are incredibly gigantic, because they're big birds. Well, they don't even use nests, it's just that, I don't know, I thought it'd be a nice gesture just to do for the birds, just like, you know, adding a tiny little nest. So about like that, I'm thinking maybe about, how many ostriches am I even gonna have? Probably gonna have like 2 or 3. So I don't need that many nests. I just need enough, pretty much. Enough to just sustain them. So probably about 3 nests should be just fine. So 1, 2, and then maybe another one. Put the last one just like right up and over here by this tree. So extra detail I just like to add in. I don't know why. I just like to add it in just to kind of, I don't know, just to make them make you realize that this area isn't really completely that much of an open space. I don't know really what to put it as, but you know, just as an extra little decoration. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, that works a lot better. Just a little bit of extra little pieces of decoration. So something about like that should work just fine. And then mainly just now, just place a bunch of these dead bushes in, and just a bunch of grass, a bunch of grass. So yeah, we'll be right back. Let me just go and pretty much just do the rest of this. Actually, I just realized that we don't have a special flower for this exhibit, and I don't know if it even needs a flower. Like, I feel like it definitely should probably get one. I just don't know which one. Maybe a type of tulip. I haven't really used any types of tulips. Maybe orange. I think orange is probably a good. Yeah, I'd say orange would be good. So let me just go ahead and just kind of put in a few of these here and there. Just like a few tulips just here and there. And because I don't want to add in too many, but it's just that I want to add in enough to where there's some color, because this exhibit is probably one of the more dull ones we're going to end up having. So about that amount should be just fine, and go ahead and get rid of all that. Now it's time to just add in a boatload of grass and a few ferns. I don't want too many. And then I just got to bone meal a good bit. I don't need to bone meal that much. I just want maybe like little patches of them. So yeah, I'm just going to spam a bunch of these around, and we'll be right back. And actually, that reminds me, I'm probably going to need another dead bush, because whenever I spam place them, I'll sometimes replace the dead bushes, and that is not really what I want to do. So you know, just hold on to that. And there should be good. So look at this right here. This right here is the ostrich exhibit. And it's not too bad. I was actually thinking about making this a multi-species exhibit, but considering the size, I was actually planning on making it bigger. But since I decided to only do one animal, I made it smaller. I was gonna actually make it kind of go all the way to back there, but I was actually planning on making this partially a zebra exhibit, but mainly because the zoo that's in my more local area that I visit occasionally has ostriches and zebras in the same exhibit, and I'm pretty sure the giraffes are in there too with them. I'm not really completely sure, but I decided not to really do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this ready as well. And we'll go ahead and get these guys in. This one right here, here's the thing, I would like this, I would love these ostriches. I think they look perfect, except for the eye. The eye is just a little bit too large. I mean, I know they have a large eye, but I think they made like way too much shine in the eye. They could have just made it like pitch black, because they usually have pitch black eyes as well. But so I'm thinking, these guys are a little bit smaller than I was thinking, so maybe three should be fine. I think, like, I don't want to overdo it, because especially because these guys like wide, more open areas. Three should be just fine. I think maybe. I feel like maybe one more might be needed, but I'm just gonna leave it off at 3, because these guys do like big open areas, and they don't usually stick together in like flocks or anything, as far as I know. So we're just gonna leave it off at 3. So yeah, there was the ostriches. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It is really appreciated, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.